And I got a good man. Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me.
In what ways has Papoose brought you peace?
It's like he has some experience over me as far as in like how long he's been here. So I'm being honored tonight, and I'm making big deals in my career, and I'm doing all this stuff, but it's like he's done it already. So when it's like I'm making decisions or having to figure things out, I can always come to him. It's almost like he's a cheat code almost. He's been like helping direct my life, and even when it comes like to people, if somebody is disloyal to me or somebody hurt me, he like cut him off. Like once I cut him off, he don't want to hear about me no more.
That's not New York in you.
Yeah, it's like, nah, G, we ain't doing that. He like my superhero. You know, if something go wrong, Pap is right there to fix it. Like, don't worry, I got it. And he really be having it.
We have a lot of peace within our lives. Even when if we do have a disagreement, it's not like we enemies, you know what I mean? We can get past it, and I can talk to her and she can understand. You know, sometimes we get caught in the storm and we think
the internet isn't arguing about the vacation. They're arguing about one photo. Within minutes, fans noticed that Claressa Shields and Papoose shared what appeared to be the same picture, but one version had a detail the other didn't. That single difference sparked thousands of reactions and a debate that's still growing. So what exactly did people notice? Let's break it down. Welcome back to Tea with Sienna, where the tea is always hot, the receipts stay ready, and we never sugarcoat a thing. If you love celebrity drama, hip-hop news, and trending entertainment stories, make sure to subscribe. Now, let's get into today's story.
You got Pap's name tatted on you?
Yeah, on my titty.
Oh, shit. Okay. So it's the first time you ever got a man's name tatted?
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Are you crazy?
I already knew the answer. I just had to ask.
Oh, I saw you. Who else deserves to have their name tatted on my body?
Just Pap.
That's it. Papoose.
Yeah.
And I could have got his real name, Shamil, but I didn't want to get that.
It's great to have all of you back. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and switch on those notifications so you'll always know when a new video or live stream drops. You're officially part of the community now, and trust me, today's topic is one you won't want to miss. So let's waste no time and get straight into it.
Okay.
Everybody call him Papoose.
Okay.
Everybody. Don't nobody call him his first name.
So now let me ask you a question.
You just want him off the
No.
off
It's a regular one.
Okay.
When should someone get their partner's name tatted on them? When is it the right
when
time?
you feel it. When you feel it. I always said I wanted to get my husband's name tatted on me.
Baby, let's be honest for a second. Claressa Papoose is still legally married, and that's a fact that keeps coming up in this conversation. Meanwhile, social media users were quick to point out another detail. While Claressa proudly revealed a tattoo connected to Papoose, he has long had tattoos honoring Remy Ma on his arm, something many people noticed in the photos. That contrast immediately fueled more online debate and left plenty of viewers questioning the situation. At some point, you've got to ask yourself whether the picture is telling a different story than the one being presented.
Said that. So me and Pap are not married yet, but we will be.
So now you guys are official. Are you guys living together at that point or just dating?
absolutely not living together. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Claressa has a property, her own home, and then she has other numerous properties. And I have my own property and my own places of residence as well.
Right. Well, I think at one point she kind of flashed a diamond ring, so people were thinking, "Oh, you guys engaged?" But I guess she said,
Yeah, every time I'm supposed to be your wife and stuff. You see this big old ring on my finger? Bling a ding ding ding. Engaged. I'm getting tired of people asking me, when your wedding? When your wedding? When you gonna have kids?
No. We have bought each other gifts for different holidays. I bought nice gifts for Valentine's Day. So we exchanged numerous gifts, but never a ring.
Don't come.
Yeah, but we will be. But it's like it's hard for me. I'm a person who don't really feel stuff, especially like emotionally. I feel like I lack that sometimes.
Yeah.
And it just was like with Pep, I always felt every conversation, every hug, every touch, every kiss. And I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit? So with all that going on, I'm like, I just went and, well, we talked about getting each other name tatted. And I was like, so if I was to get it, where would you want me to get it at? And at the time we were still private. We wasn't out in the open.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm like, I gotta get it somewhere where if I put on my boxing outfit where it doesn't show, or it's gonna give it away.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm like, you know, we was talking, he was like, you should get it like right here or right there. And he didn't even know when I was going to go get it. I just went and got it.
Wow.
And then I called him over the phone, and it's a funny video that I got when I FaceTimed him and I showed him, because I had been telling him. So one, we talk all day and every day.
Yeah.
So I disappeared for a couple hours, and he was like, you've been busy as hell today. Like every time you get the, you know, while you in Flint, it's hard to reach you. But I'm like, I had lied to him. I told him I had a meeting, and I didn't. The meeting was my tattoo.
Yeah.
So I called him like, hey, I'm done with my meeting, and we were just talking, whatever. And he like, yeah, I just left the gym. And then I was like, look. And I showed him the tattoo. He was like, oh, what? He couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I love you and Pap. When I first seen that shit, I was just like, you know what?
It goes great. It goes great.
Before we get back to the tattoo, there's one detail that deserves attention because it plays a big role in the timeline. One date in particular keeps coming up whenever people discuss this story. According to claims circulating online, July 6, 2024 is when Claressa Shields and Papoose allegedly became involved after attending the Shakur fight. So whether that's accurate or not has been widely debated, but that date continues to be referenced whenever the relationship timeline is discussed. The timeline surrounding their relationship has included several different versions over time, and those inconsistencies have been widely discussed. Many online observers have pointed to moments where Claressa's comments appeared to conflict with earlier accounts, which is why those details continue to draw attention. She also mentioned that Papoose had been in her direct messages back in 2020, though that isn't the main focus here. The important point is the timeline itself, because another date shown earlier alongside the engagement ring discussion has become part of the broader conversation people keep revisiting. The speaker says they revisited that timeline to provide additional context for viewers following the relationship story. They argue that the engagement ring often discussed online was actually from Claressa Shields' previous engagement to Tony Rich, not Papoose. According to their interpretation, the timing raises questions because they believe Claressa and Tony Rich were still engaged when she was allegedly becoming involved with Papoose. The speaker also references earlier claims about Papoose allegedly contacting Claressa in 2020 and previous online discussions involving Remy Ma, suggesting these moments point to a longer timeline than many people initially believed. However, these are the speaker's conclusions and remain disputed rather than established facts. Now, let's get back to the tattoo because that's where the conversation really picked up. While Claressa Shields was sharing vacation photos with Papoose, many online viewers shifted their attention away from the trip itself and focused on a detail visible in the pictures. Around the same time, the vacation also happened to coincide closely with Remy Ma's birthday, which added even more discussion online. In one photo, Papoose had his arms fully extended, and social media users quickly zoomed in on what was still visible on his forearm. That single image sparked a wave of reactions and became one of the biggest talking points from the entire vacation. The detail that immediately grabbed everyone's attention was the tattoo. Claressa Shields and Papoose both shared photos from the same vacation taken at the same moment, But online viewers noticed that the images weren't identical. Claressa's post included the caption. He said, "Come here, baby. Come sit on daddy's lap," which generated plenty of reactions on its own, but many people weren't focused on the caption. Instead, they zoomed in on Papoose's outstretched arm, where tattoos associated with Remy Ma were still visible. That quickly became the real story, with social media users sharing screenshots and debating whether the detail had been overlooked before the post was later removed from Claressa's stories. Then people compared Papoose's upload with Claressa's and noticed another difference. Although the photos came from the same moment, his version was cropped differently, leaving the tattoo out of view. That contrast quickly became part of the online discussion. Some observers believed Claressa's post unintentionally included a detail that later drew attention, while others felt Papoose was more deliberate about how his image was presented. Those comparisons led to even bigger conversations on social media, with many people questioning why Claressa often appears to be the one publicly addressing criticism and defending the relationship whenever new discussions arise. From the speaker's perspective, the tattoos symbolize two very different narratives. They point out that Claressa publicly chose to get Papoose's name tattooed on her body, while Papoose still visibly carries tattoos connected to Remy Ma. In their view, that contrast naturally fuels conversation because one tattoo reflects a present relationship, while the other continues to represent a significant part of his past. The speaker argues that this dynamic may lead some observers to question how the relationship is perceived, suggesting it can appear less like an equal partnership and more like an effort to gain public acceptance. Whether that interpretation is fair or not remains a matter of opinion, but they believe it explains why the symbolism continues to generate so much discussion online. That's today's tea. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think people are reading too much into the tattoo and the cropped photo, or do those details genuinely raise questions? And if you notice the same difference between the two posts, what do you think it means? Let me know your thoughts in the comments because I read every one of them. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Tea with Sienna, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest celebrity tea. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.